How you doing, friends? This is Phil Ruiz again, coming to you from my home office here in Cedar Lake, Indiana. Phil, the factory worker, as I am been dub tagged by one of my business associates, and I just want to share this video. I talked earlier about on my post about the dream board and how important it is, especially when you're struggling in your business, because we learn this within the business that I am, which is the Empower Network, and I always say the business I'm doing because I'm not ashamed of it, for one. But they always tell us about how we need to keep ourselves focused and our minds always in action for what we're doing. For what we're doing in our business, we're always trying to move our business forward. And I talked about how important it was to be able to have one to keep yourself in check every day. When you wake up in the morning, you keep yourself in check by seeing what is on the wall. And you can see behind me here, I have that is pretty much my dream board. And if you see right behind me right here, that is what I mentioned in my post as far as my dream car. I don't have my dream board pasted with a bunch of things that are just I don't want to say unreachable, but things that are too distracting. I have a list of things that I want, things that I want to achieve, things that are going to happen, and I have pictures of maybe a house that I want to get for my wife, and of course the dream car that I would want to get. And it's really not that big, but they're things that are put on my dream board because it is something that reminds me that is a reachable goal. And if I didn't have my business to keep me going in that direction, I would never do it with my regular job. Hence, Phil the factory worker name tag. Because I do work in a factory still as I'm building my business, which will soon cease once I am making enough money to take my wife out of work, take myself out of work, and to have an abundance more. But I talked about the importance of having a dream board and how it is something that is vital to your business, because you have to be able to look at that every single day. It's just the same thing as when we read. We read every day because it gives us that believability that we have in our business, that it changes our way of thinking. And like Dave Wood says in one of the training calls that we have, he says he does what he preaches. And within the Empower Network, of course, he's a co-founder. One of the core steps that they have is that you read every day, at least 30 minutes a day. And the reason that is huge is because when we continue to keep our minds filled with garbage, looking at the news, and that's one of the things that I wean myself from. When we continue to keep ourselves filled with that garbage, it interferes with our thinking. It interferes with the way that we're going to be able to write our blog posts, the way we're going to make our videos, and the way we think about our business and success and the direction we want to go. But when we have a dream board, it works the same way. When you look at the dream board, you see the vision of what you're doing. You see the vision of what you're working towards. You visualize those things already happening. You visualize them already in your possession. And when you use that with the power of attraction and attraction of the universe, which is something that I've been really dabbing into, which is really cool because it gives you a totally different outlook on life. And I know that I have to resonate with some of you out there especially that have a regular job and you're working a business, because sometimes we get ourselves into the funk of not having the drive or the momentum going, because we do have to take the time away from building our business, which I hope you love like I do, to go do the regular things and mingle with people who are not of the same thinking pattern that we want to get ourselves into. I separate myself from guys at work, not in a bad way, but in a way where I can focus on my business, focus on things I need to do, and in fact, the reason why I have this picture, let me point to it right. This picture right here on my home laptop on this bigger screen is because when I get home, and that's the first thing I look at in the beauty of that car and the dream that I have that is going to be fulfilled when I get it. Now this over here, if I'm share with you, is my laptop I take to work. And if you see the picture on my laptop, It's the same exact picture. So it keeps me in that same frame of mind. It keeps me in that same frame of mind constantly throughout the day, because I take my laptop to work, and I'm fortunate enough to have a job where I'm able to do my business in between the tasks that I need to do at work. You know, so keeping your dream board, keeping your dream visions with what I have here on the screens is key for you to be able to continue to move forward, to have the success. Look at, man, I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to get out of the habit of building a business that is not having any success because you've seen everybody around you doing it. But if you don't stick with it, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. If you don't get your dream board up where you can visualize the things that you want, where you can see them up on the board, and you can look at them and say, man, that's going to be mine. That is going to be mine. That house is going to be mine. That house is going to be my wife's. No, we have two, but that house is going to be my wife's. That stack of money right there is what I'm making. Those are visions that I have on my board that I look at that is going to be happening. I'm visualizing it, I'm making it happen as we speak. And it takes you in that momentum for your business. It takes you continually to move forward, you know. And I know that some of you maybe who are watching this video don't have a business online right now, or never even thought about doing one. But if you're working a regular job, I'm telling you, you really have to look in a different avenue. Especially right now, you know, I read an article the other day, and I don't want to go too far off the topic of a dream board, because that is what my goal of this video is. But people are asking the question of how much is a couple going to actually need to survive in their later years. And in fact, it was in this magazine right here that I read that article. It's called the Money Magazine, and they said at least $1 million per person you need to have in savings in order to be able to for the medical and for just the home care and whatnot, you know. And I can read the article for you word for word, but that would take up too much time within this video, which I'd rather be able to talk to you as one-on-one for whoever's watching this video, to be able to connect with you. My whole goal when I make these videos is to give some sort of value, you know, and understanding. Maybe you already know what a dream board is, and you've already established that, and you've got that going, you know, but you're looking at this video to see what I have to say. And truth be known, I've had a vision board when I first started a few years back, but I didn't look at it at the way that I should have. And it wasn't until I got into my business that I am in now, because the believability that we have and the surrounding leaders that we have that continue to give you the personal development and the training and the uplifting that is within the business, the Empower Network, is phenomenal. It is like nothing you've ever seen, you know, and you'll never know unless you check it out. You checked it out for yourself. And we try to get people to understand that. We don't go around spamming everybody to take a look at what we have, because we understand what we have. What we want to do is we want to give you value of what we have here, like this video now, or the post that I write, to share with you the information that would give you the understanding of where we're coming from, and how we are being trained, and how we are learning how to build our business. You know, content marketing, article marketing, value-based marketing is what it is. You know, in a nutshell, you can call it that. You can call it blogging, you can call it video marketing, but it's still value-based marketing. And that is one thing that is huge for everybody that is on the internet trying to build a business, to be able to understand that that is what they have to give to people. So many times you get into a business, and I'm sure you're probably either in one right now or you've had experience with that, where you get into it and all they want to do is give you enough value to get your money. And then after that, you're pretty much on your own to try to build it the way you have to. Or, you know, you don't get the type of training that we have here. Nowhere. And I've been around. You know, that's not a good thing to say, but I've been around in different programs and different businesses, unsuccessful, but of course that was my fault. And now that I'm here with the Empower Network, I am moving in the right direction. I am focused on what I have to do. I got the backing from my wife and my kids, because they understand that what I am doing is going to bring that in the forefront, that success, that the money, the financial security, the financial freedom. You know, and my wife sees this board. She sees it every day. We sleep in the same room. This, of course, is my bedroom that I have my office right now. But she sees that every day. She sees these on the screen when she gets on the computer. She sees it and visualizes it herself. Of course, I'm the one building the business for us, but that doesn't matter. I can build it, she can build it. You know, it just doesn't matter because we're focused on the same thing. I'm focused on the success of my business, and she's focused on me, knowing that I'm very, very down into what I'm doing, and I'm very focused at what I'm doing, and it is an important part of my life now. The dream boards are important for you, man. You really have to, if you don't have one, you have got to get one started. Just visualize the things that you want. Find the pictures, man. Put them up there. Write them down on a piece of paper, like I did here. You know, I just simply wrote down things, man. What I wanted to do. Okay, I can read them to you. House of our dreams. Live in a state of our choice. $30,000 a month. That's the start. And I'm working that way. Pay off everything and put all my boys through college, paid in full. That is my dream. That is on my dream board. And I see this every day. I gotta put that back up there. But I just wanted to share with you the importance of what a dream board is and how you know, I really care about the people who I try to connect with and just to give them some sort of value and understanding, not basically pitching. You know, of course, my link always goes up in my videos, and that's just how a good business person does it, an entrepreneur as myself. You know, and you can click on the link and just view for yourself what we have or what I'm offering. And you know, I just have to do this, and this is how we learn how to be a value orientated business builder, because we want people who are going to really want to build a business, man. We just don't want to bring people in to just have them start something and then let them be off on their own. That's not how it works, man. That's not how I work. That's not how I operate. That's not how it's going to operate. That's not how our team's going to operate. You know, and I just wanted to share that with you. You know, so listen. If you're struggling in your business, if you have them, because and you're struggling with your believability in your business, maybe you need to get a dream board. Maybe you need to start your dream board. You know, if you don't have a business and you're looking at getting one, you need to start one anyway. You need to understand your why and why you want to start a business. There's got to be a reason. Financial insecurity, job that's not getting you anywhere, you know, bills coming in left and right, you know, and that's everybody's saga story. Everybody comes from the same path, man, so it's nothing new in this industry, because a lot of people come here that have dead-end jobs, that have bills up the yin-yang, you know, and just don't have any money in the bank. But you got to get started somewhere. You have to get started somewhere, and you have to get yourself going. A dream board is a great place to start, you know, and I encourage you to get one going. You know, if you already have one, add to it. You know, this is Phil Ruiz, and I just wanted to share this little bit of value with you. I hope it was valuable to you to understand and hear my passion to you, man, because I really have the passion, and I'm looking for people who really have that passion as well, man, because when you have it, you always have it, and you got it. Once you got it, you'll never lose it. Never lose it. All right? This is Phil Ruiz, Phil the Factory Worker, coming to you from my home office here in Cedar Lake, Indiana, sharing a little bit about your dream board. Get one up, get it going, click on my link, check out what we're doing. That's all we have. I love this industry, man. I love this business. That's a wrap.